Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's LuffyDRackley. If you haven't already done it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the family as we go through survival on Minecraft PlayStation 4. And today, we're going to be talking about the good news, the bad news, the ugly news. So I guess we'll start with the ugly news. The ugly news, since we went looking for the end portal and had that raid, when we came back to the base, we had pillagers spawn. And pillagers spawn down here. Even though I have it well lit up, pillagers spawned. And the villagers that we had in here, I didn't have no windows here, because this was basically just temporary till we got it all cleaned out and I built really nice structures that were secure. Because I never thought pillagers would spawn underground, underneath my base, when it was this well lit up. Well, guess what, guys? I was wrong. Very wrong. All my villagers are dead. Dead, gone, vanished, kidnapped. Not sure what really happened. I came back down here. There was about 3 pillagers with a leader. No villagers. None. None. Don't know where they're holding them. Don't know where they buried them. But they're no longer here. I digress. I killed them. Moving on. So with that being said, we're going to have to do this whole process over. Which is fine. I mean, I only had about 5, but it was nice not having to run to the other village. And I had, a butcher. I had a toolsmith. I was able to buy the nice pickaxes. Guess what? Now I don't get to do that. So now I have to go over there and try to build up the one toolsmith that I do have, which is a lot of back and forth. Which is fine, We're going to move on. We're going to just move on. That is the ugliest of the news, okay? Alright, so let's talk about the base. Let's talk about down here for a little bit before we move on to the bad news. This is currently going to be our centerpiece. Remember, I talked about it in one of our earlier videos. It's going to be a nice big map. Still haven't got the achievement for having 3 maps in a row by 3x3. Don't really know why. I've took all these off. I've ran each square all the way through, and I've placed them back down. Don't really know why. I mean, all these maps are locator maps. Maybe I'm supposed to just fill 3 empty maps that aren't locator maps. Not really sure the technical issue I'm having with getting that achievement. Even though the villagers are dead, I still have the cats. Did you hear the cats? It's just a constant reminder. Alright, moving on. I put in a trash can. Lava trash can. Can't fall in it, but you can throw all your junk in here and it just burns away. Every base should have a lava trash can. I'm just saying, it's really nice. It just makes that nice burning sound and it's gone. No more worries, no more junk chest. It's really nice. Alright, so moving on. I think that's about it down here. I haven't really made any more adjustments. I'm not putting any of the tools back because when I do start that process over there, I will have the issue of them trying to claim these workstations. And the potion stations should technically still be out of reach as long as they don't break through the factory lineup that I got made for them. So with that being said, let's go up and talk about some of the good news. Alright, I've had time this week to do some grinding because unfortunately, the flu is running through my house. It started with my wife. Now my son has it. He's about over it. But me and my daughter have yet to get it. And so it has gave me a little bit of time to work, but not a lot. I mean, I've had to do it in increments, but I've had to stay home with him. Because he can't be in school and I don't have anybody that's willing to watch a flu-infested child. So I've been able to do it in spurts. We revamped the beehives. I like this design much better. It's pretty much the same, but we raised it up a block. This was originally the design I had done in creative, but it wasn't until I went back to creative to test out the cocoa bean farm we're going to work on next video that I realized that I had done it different, and I much rather like this. And we added more beehives and we moved them from here to there. Didn't get stung by any bees in the process of moving these, but however, you see this flower right here, this one, this uno momento flower, this white singular flower almost got me killed. We were placing flowers, I was placing flowers in a particular design, and when I placed it, it was orange, and I wanted it to be white. So when I went to break the orange one, because I was holding flowers, bees were, coming around me because it's like their food, okay? It's like wheat to cows, okay? If you didn't know that, you do know that now. Flowers are like wheat to cows for bees, okay? So when I went to break the orange flower, I hit a bee. Now, they are designed like real world bees. If you hit one bee, it sounds like out a homing signal, and multiple bees come to defend that one bee. Same thing in this game, okay? So all the bees went to attack me, and it left me with 3 bees, and I have slowly been repopulating them. I'm not good with bees, apparently. I've lost multiple bees with the berry farm. Nope. Berries get full grown. They try to pollinate them. Boom. Apparently they die. I hit them. They die. I'm not a very good beekeeper. Probably wouldn't be a very good beekeeper in real life. Just a side note. Just a fun fact. I'm not scared of bees. Bee stings don't really hurt. To me, I got a high pain tolerance. But I'm not good with bees. I digress. So another cool feature is I added in some new lights. I really like the glowstone as street lights. And I put pumpkins instead of the floating blocks because they kind of look like scarecrows. And what else would you need for a farm is scarecrows. Okay? So I thought that was pretty cool. And, my new irrigation system. I took up all of the half slabs because you couldn't place post here, right? Because of the half slab, this post would be kind of like floating with dead space. So I took this out and I put a fence post down, and I was just going to do that. That way I could, put these up just as decoration. When I realized that looks really cool. That looks like an irrigation system to the farm. So that's what I did. I made an irrigation system for the farm and put scarecrows. 2 birds, 1 stone. Great idea. I'm a genius. I know. Like I said, I digress. Let's go to the project that I've been working on quite a bit. This is one of the big projects besides the underground that we've been working on. Now, I finally cleared out all the dirt and got rid of the old fence and went ahead and got the new plots plotted. Because I cleared out these 6, that one's empty. I'm sorry, I don't have rabbits. Rabbits are coming to this one. But rabbits, I really haven't gone and got yet. There's some in the desert. I just haven't gone out and got any yet, okay? So over here is our llamas. I did get llamas. I said llamas. I have llamas. And I have sheep over here. And I have my chickens. Okay, now the cow is the one that's the closest to being done. It's also one of the ones that's under the roof. Pigs are right there. I got water, I got hay. I'm going to build a birch tree. I just got to get some birch leaves. I got, birch logs that I haven't converted yet. And I'm going to put a little birch tree there. And I'm going to come in and put some glowstone in the walls. This one is the closest one to being done. But I got a roof system. Originally, I was just going to do individual ones. But, I didn't want it to end on this post. So I wanted to stick out one. So I was like, well, if they both stick out one, then you're just going to have this weird gap. So why not just make it solid? And I really like the design because, excuse me, from this point right here, back and down the side, we have jack-o'-lanterns under every second birch. And then we put a half slab. That way it lights up from under the floor because half slabs are transparent. So kind of like staircases, so it's a good way to light. But because of the way we did the hallways down here, you can't do that because the jack-o'-lantern has to be on this one and the half slab has to go on this one. So that means your jack-o'-lanterns would be just as low as this, and that's what you would have. And I don't like that look. I really like the lantern look, the old like country style look, I guess. Added a waterfall. I'm gonna put some sea lantern. I think I got some sea lanterns still over there off the border. We'll go check. But now, see, I haven't... So these are the 6 pins to the left. I have not dug anything out for the right side yet. Still working on that. But I did get the roof system. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the roof system, hopefully in the week. Hopefully when I post the cocoa bean farm in the next video, I've at least got the second one done, if not all 3. And maybe have some of these dug out. This is going to be for the cats out of the jungle. It's a O word. Okay, I can't really say it. I'm not good with stuff like that. I'm really good with numbers. I'm really good with like geometry and stuff. Math's my strong suit. We're gonna put wolves here, and then we're gonna put cats that you get out of the villagers here. If I can figure out how to move them. And these 3 are the ones I'm most excited about. These are going to be the 3 most custom, okay? Now, I'm going to customize each pin, okay? And the pig one is the only one that I've really, like, anchored down on. I mean, not pig, the cow one is the one I'm closest to that I like. The chicken one, I may go in and build, like, a small chicken coop or something. I don't really know yet. And I may not do house cats here. I may do foxes. I haven't really decided. I may make a cat place inside my underground trading hall. That's what I may do instead of trying to move them because there are foxes. And I may put foxes here. I forgot about foxes. But this is going to be a bird dome, kind of like a butterfly dome, but a bird dome, because I already found some in a small jungle biome over there. This is going to be pandas. FYI, I did not find any of the O-cats that you get in jungles or pandas in the jungle in this small jungle biome over there. So we're going to have to go look for a bigger one, which is fine. I love exploring. This was going to be sea turtles. Now I have found some sea turtles. I have not found any that laid eggs yet, so therefore haven't really been able to customize this one. This one's gonna be like a beach, and this one's kind of gonna have like some bamboo. Just got to be careful because I don't know if they can climb bamboo and get out, so I got to be careful where I place that. Anyway, there's no jack-o'-lanterns here. Okay, I thought the torches were doing a fantastic job of lighting up this little area for trees, but in the last couple days of working, I've had pillagers spawn not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I think that's how they spawned underground as well, because I didn't have a good enough light source in one area. I mean, you can see that's fairly lighted. I mean, zombies don't spawn, skeletons don't spawn. Either that or they are learning somewhere to jump my wall. Now, I dug out 3 or 5 spaces thick so that nothing could jump the wall. And I'm not really sure how they were able to get in. My only logic is they spawned in my tree farm. Okay? Now, with that being said, we're going to put some jack-o'-lanterns down with half slabs, and we're going to get this place really lit up. Because when I work and build that underground, I'm going to build the structures that pillagers cannot shoot them. I don't know if pillagers can open doors. I don't think they can unless it's a raid. I'm not 100% sure, but I digress. Okay, so these are the updates that I've made. Now, on that note, we're going to talk about 2 more things, and then I'm probably going to get off for the day. Today's is pretty much an update, an informative video to show everything that I've got done. Like I said, the flu's been running through my house, so I really was not prepared, and I almost wasn't gonna push a video out Friday. I was just gonna let it slide, but I figured it was a great time to do a short video on the update of the base, what I found out about the end, and to talk about me losing my underground villagers. Okay, so there's one thing that I want to ask you guys to do besides hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, which I already mentioned in the first of the video, is give feedback. I want feedback in the comments about this particular topic, because with this being the first time I've already played all the way through, I do have a small question, because I'm not really gone out and built like a real in-depth house that's got 2 or 3 layers to the outside to really give it depth. It's just really kind of a square box, which I personally like for my first build. That's the farm from up here. You can see the design. That back there is going to be my horse pasture where we're going to put horses, donkey, and mules. We're going to have that roof over them 3. That's going to be a nice farm animal type thing. You got the farm, the tree farm, the beehives, the flower garden. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that right there. I just don't know. I don't know. Oh, and then our layout for the elevator to come up, which we have not done yet because that takes a lot of glass. A lot of glass, okay? I just barely... You know how many stacks of glass it took just to do that right there? It took me spending a day in the desert, 5 stone shovels, and 1 iron shovel, broke them all, come back with like 6 stacks of glass. So you figure I gotta do that, and you figure I told you I needed about 30 stacks to do the up elevator and the down elevator. Okay, so with that being said, I haven't got that far. We're working on it. But my thing is, as you can see, from this point on, this is really nice laid out. It's not all these little squares that are the same 16. I mean, they are 16, but I mean, they got more character, and I'm building stuff across all the way. So I mean, it breaks up the monogamy. Is that right? Maybe that's not the right word. But anyway, and the horse pasture will probably not go all the way across. That would be a humongous horse pasture, which horses generally like a lot of land in real life to run. But this isn't real life. I'm not trying to make Minecraft real life. But, in some ways it relates. Try to want to keep it that way. My thing is, as you can see, once you get past the garden, I can't crouch on these. This is the only thing that makes me nervous. I do not want to fall. Alright, so I have my zombie spawner. Okay, I've thought about bringing my fence down, filling in all this water, and bring the fence all the way around, out to there, and connect it up to that back fence, and then fixing that little corner. That's my thought. Basically making it one nice long rectangle, be a nice long compound, because that cactus farm right there doesn't do much for me, okay? It just doesn't. I played like 2.5 hours yesterday. Didn't actually play. I was AFK some, taking care of my son, and just letting it run. And for like 2.5 hours, I got like 20 cactus. Okay, maybe in the PC they pop out faster, but they don't. So I kind of want to make that whole area right there like 4 of them. have 4 of them going at one time. And where we fence in this behind the house, I'd really like to make that my berry farm and do an enclosed glass spruce wood type greenhouse. Over here, if I were to extend this fence, I would like to build like more of these archways in different ways, and make like a vine farm. I'm starting to use vine a lot more because it gets cobblestone to break. It breaks up regular stone, chisel stone. It's a really nice, like when I build this cocoa bean farm, you'll understand why I've been harvesting vines. But because they're in the water, it just makes it a really much of a pain. I was trying to leave that for bringing in boats, but I've decided that if I, regardless, that's the ocean, right? So I'm gonna build a dock somewhere off one of these sides, and it's going to be a nice dock, not like the one I had in my first video at all. I have found a couple cool designs, and that's what I'm going to stick with. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the good news. That's what I need y'all's comments on about. Should I extend the base and make it all rectangle, or should maybe I just bring the fence around to this one, make my vine garden, and then maybe from that point, like right here, kind of do that same design outwards to make it symmetrical, or kind of symmetrical, and do the berry farm kind of like the cactus farm when I do it symmetrical that way. If I do this same like design like that, but do it off in that direction, I can do the berry farm there and do something at the very tip, like I'm doing there. Or I could just, go ahead and connect it and make it a rectangle and fill in all the water. Because trust me, digging all that out, all that right there, I've got 3 double chests of dirt. 3 double chests of dirt, okay? So I can fill it in. I got water potions, no problem, no problem. I can just take my water potions, go down there, put a full inventory of whatever, and I could fill all that in, no problem. So, just haven't decided yet. I value your feedback and your comments about it. If y'all have any ideas on what to do with that area over there with the nice water fountain, hey, put them in the comments. I may take one of them and do it, because this area is like a blank canvas. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these 4 spots, but it looks really nice. I thought about like sitting areas or whatever. Don't really know. But I would really like to, I could fit the berry farm here. I could leave all that alone. But the berry farm that I got an idea is just you're not gonna be able to see the cactus farm behind it. And if you move, you can be like, well, just move the cactus farm up here. Can't really just move the cactus farm up here because I kind of need this length right here to do the berry farm. And, with this diagonal pattern right here without extending the fence a little bit. But if you extend a little bit to make this a perfect square, then you really throw off the design that kind of went naturally with the land that I've kind of fallen in love with. It's a kind of love-hate relationship. Kind of like lava. Not really. I just hate lava. Unless I get it in a bucket and I'm using it in the furnace so I don't have to use coal. So I guess that's kind of a love-hate relationship too. More hate than love for lava though. Not a big fan of lava. Me and lava are kind of like me and bees. Except lava generally kills me. Where bees haven't yet. So I digress. So that's the good news. We talked about the ugly news. Let's go ahead and talk about the bad news. I'm going to end the video. Alright guys. The bad news is there's no import over there. Okay. But I am optimistic. From my research, PlayStation has multiple in strongholds versus back in 2012 and 14, the comments I was reading, there was only 1 per world, which really got me down because guess what guys? I've done a lot of work. And I was very disappointed, but I dug and found some more research or updated research. And with the updates, there are multiple strongholds, and they come in like rings. So like the first ring is like 2,000 blocks. There's 3 strongholds in it. Okay, and then the further you go out, like another 3,000 or 4,000 blocks, I think there's like 6 strongholds. And it just kind of like the way the design looked when I looked at it on Wiki for Minecraft, it was like 8 or 10 rings, and it kind of like a sonar, like a radar, like a sonar radar or whatever. And my bad. So I know I got to go about 2,000 blocks, or like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 blocks away from this one for the pearls to start. In other words, when I get closer, so basically just think about it like that's point A. The next stronghold is point B. So we're going to make this stronghold at the village. And this is going to be the stronghold at point B. Okay? So until I break the middle line and get slightly closer, even though, say it's 1,000 blocks away. Say there's 2,000 blocks between these 2 points, basically. Until I break that 1,000 block, where I am 1 block closer to that one, the pearl is still going to take me back to this one. Even if I destroy all of the end stronghold and got every brick out of there and just let it be an empty hole with TNT, it's still going to pearl me back to this one. Okay, so and I'm not going to go past it that way, and I'm not going to go that direction. I've already decided, because I'd have to run past it. I'd much rather go this direction or that direction, because I've been out. It's mostly ocean, so you can travel a lot of ground and hopefully break that 1,000 block or 2,000 block limit, and the pearls will instantly just boom, start connecting and take us somewhere new. That's the goal. There's a lot of land that way. You still hit oceans and lakes that way, but in the end, I actually think I'm going to go this way or that way or in between. I haven't decided. Hit in the comments which way you want to go. I think the sun rises that way, so that would be east, which would make that west, which would make that north. So see in the comments, see if you want to go east, south, or southeast. Alright guys, so when we come back, our next video is going to be the cocoa bean farm, which we have here. It is a simple design. It's a couple years old that I found on YouTube, but out of all the ones I looked at, I really like this one. I've tried it out in creative mode. It doesn't quite work like it does in the video, so I've had to make some modifications. But when I post that video, I will leave a link to the original video, so that way you can go check him out, check out his video, and I've modified the design to fit what I need, and I think it's going to really be cool and come out really nice. So like I said, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the family, and I'll see y'all next time.